Quilting, heirloom, decorative, cross-stitch, the Elna Experience 660 will now enable you to personalise any project. Designed for the larger projects such as quilting, dressmaking, curtain making, it comes to you with a large extension table, its own carry bag and a whole array of feet which I'll take you through in just a second. First of all, let me show you the feet and accessories that come with this machine. You have a walking foot. Now a walking foot will enable the fabric to be drawn through the machine from the top at the same time as the feed dogs draw it through from the bottom, so you get more even sewing on multiple layers of fabric like quilting. We're going to give you your bobbins and your seam guide, spare needles, and we're giving you a foot control, although you don't need to use it with this machine. The foot control has a retractable cord, so it helps to keep everything nice and neat and tidy. There's also a knee lifter. Now this fits into the slot on the front of the machine and enables you to lift up the needle with your knee rather than taking your hands off your project. So again, that's great for quilters. But come and look inside here, because this is where it gets exciting. As I lift the lid, you can see all of those 200 already built-in stitches, and those stitches include the alphabet in 3 different fonts, upper and lowercase, and we have numbers as well. So you have some beautiful embroidery stitches, satin stitches, mending stitches, we have buttonholes in one step, and of course your regular utility stitches as well. So you can really create some beautiful designs on blouses, on skirts, on cushions, on children's clothing, on bags, and on a wide variety of different types of fabric. More accessories are inside the machine here, because we have a little slot where you can keep your satin stitch foot. There's another one here where you can keep your over edge foot, because there are stitches on here that you can use for overcasting to help stop your fabric from fraying. We're going to include 9 bobbins that all have their own storage space on the top of the machine, but it doesn't end here, because if I open the door on the front, look at what you've got. It's a whole library of different feet and attachments. Now there's a pin. I'll show you why you need a pin in just a second, but this will take you through from cording foot, rolled edge feet, your automatic one-step buttonhole foot. You have your zipper foot. We have a blind hemming foot, and that's an adjustable one, and all of those are kept nice and neatly and stored very cleanly in the little cabinet at the side, so you're never going to lose anything. But I know you want to see this machine in action, so the first thing I'm going to do is show you how you can sew in a circle. By taking the pin, which is in the first compartment, I'm going to pierce the centre of my fabric and drop the pin into one of these 3 little holes on the side. I'm going to choose the one closest to the machine. So feed your fabric underneath first of all, find the hole for the pin, that's now located, and I'm just going to keep my finger gently on that without pressing too hard as it starts to sew. So I'm going to put my presser foot down and then choose my stitch. And this is where it's going to take you a long time to sew anything, because it'll take you an age to decide which one to sew. But I'm going to go for one of the floral designs, which is number 112, by referring to the guide on the inside of the lid. If I go into my mode button, all of this is explained in your manual, and pressing 112, that'll bring up that floral stitch. Now all I need to do, because I'm not using the accelerator foot at the moment, is to press start, and start is just on the front of the machine. And again, just gently holding that pin so it allows the fabric to move. I'm not jamming the fabric. It'll start to sew in a perfect circle. So now you can make your own doilies. Now you can embellish your jam pot covers. You could make circle in circle in circle using the 3 different positioning holes for the pin. You could create semicircles. You could embroider across corners of garments, of napkins, of tablecloths. And while that's just stitching away, let me show you one that I did finish earlier on. So using a couple of the floral designs, and then finishing off the corners of my little napkin, placemat, table mat, book cover, whatever you choose to make, and then finishing around the edge with a picot edging, a scalloped edging, which I've simply cut so that I've got a floral pretty finish. So I think you'll agree, it's quick and it's easy, and you get some sensational results. The 660 will enable you to embroider in one of 3 different fonts, and that includes upper, lowercase, and we have numerals there as well. We have 3 memories, so you can combine letters and numbers and some of the embroidery stitches together and save those if you so wished. So first of all, I'm going to press on my mode button, and then into M, which is memory, and again all of this is explained in your manual. Then I need to choose my letters, so let's type out Elna. My capital E is number 315, 315, and then I press enter, and that letter's been accepted. So then I go through to number 348, which is L, 348, and enter. You can cancel any of these if you make a spelling mistake. 350 is N, so 350, and then a small a is 337. Oh, didn't press enter. I can press cancel and go back. I need to do the N again, which is 350, 350, and then enter. And then finally the A again, which is 337, 337, and enter. Now another feature of this machine is the way that you can actually mix together letters and embroidery stitches. So I think we'll just finish off with, let's do a star, number 190. And because I want to stop stitching at the end of my row, there is a lock stitch. It says LS and it's number 200. If I wanted those stitches to carry on rolling and rolling for the whole of the stretch of fabric, then it will do unless I type in number 200 and press enter. So if I line my fabric up underneath my foot, put the foot down, make sure my thread's to the rear, and press go. Now there is a speed control on the front of the machine, so I can slow this down as much as I want to, maybe if I'm sewing in a curve or I need to be really precise. But you can see how quiet this machine is as it just embroiders away. Now because I press the locking stitch, it's locked. So if I lift that presser foot back up again, I've got a little stitch ripper at the side, and you can see I have my Elna, I have my star. All I need to do is trim away the excess threads and then carry on embroidering. So designed with ease of use in mind, the 660 will take you through layers of fabric or lightweight silks and chiffons, and enabling you to personalise and decorate any project around your home.